Hello everybody, I have pulled together questions for a Q&A video, so I'm going to do that. Even though on my last video where I asked for questions in the comments, the only thing I put in my comments was, it's in 13 days. And that was 3 people, and that's the only comments I got, so that's crazy. But I did end up with some questions, and I'm going to read them off my phone now and answer them. If I like Pokemon, what's my favourite Pokemon? I don't play Pokemon. I don't know much about Pokemon at all, but I have one that I do like. I've forgotten the name, but I found a photo. It's called like Sceptile or something. I don't know. It's this guy. I just like him. He looks so silly. I like his mouth and his eyes. So yeah, that one. Whatever his name is, okay? What's a top genre I like to listen to? Well, I listen to a lot of genres. I listen to a lot of Elliott Smith. I listen to a lot of Screamo. So my top genre, I don't know, it's probably between folk and Screamo. I'll say Screamo because I do listen to a lot of that. Yeah, probably Screamo. Out of all the music I listen to, that's probably the one that's got the most songs that I like in it. What's the first album I got? The first album I got, if you're meaning on CD, I got the musical In Trousers CD and the Book of Mormon musical on CD at the same time for Christmas, and those were the first 2 CDs I owned. Have I ever been to a concert? Yes, I've been to a lot of concerts. If so, what was my first one? My first concert was probably a concert that my school held. That was like a disco concert thing. That was the first thing I went to. I'm actually going to a concert tomorrow night. I'm not going to say the artist because then you'll be able to track me. Where is this artist tomorrow night? And then you'll be able to find where I live. Do I have a favourite concert I've been to? My favourite concert I've been to was the German, I don't know what you'd call that genre of music. German techno band, maybe? Kraftwerk. I went to one of their concerts. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it was amazing. They had all these things projected on the back of the screen, even though there's just 4 guys on there with little podiums. At the front, it was amazing. What's my favourite dinosaur? I'm going to sound really basic saying this. I did have a weird obsession with dinosaurs as a kid, and I've kind of forgotten a lot of them. But my favourite one at the moment has to be the pterodactyl, just because I like the way it flies, and I like its beak. And there's a stupid dad joke that's you can't hear a pterodactyl pee because the P is silent. Yeah. And then this is the end of that list from that person. And I got a second list here. My favourite book and my favourite movie. My favourite book is actually quite difficult to think about. I like a lot of books. I like Perfume Story of a Killer. That's written really well. Book I'm reading at the moment, I'm actually reading... This is going to make me sound like a serial killer or something. I'm reading... oh my god, I've forgotten what it's called. Oh, The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule, which is Ted Bundy's ex-girlfriend, writing about Ted Bundy. It's very interesting. That's actually a very good book. But favourite overall, I will say Wonderstruck by the same author as The Adventures of Hugo Cabret. I used to read that stuff all the time as a kid, and the illustrations are beautiful and the story is great, so I'll say that. And movie, that's even harder. Movies I can think of the top of my head, probably Silence of the Lambs, just because I collect stuff to do with that movie. But also there's a lot of other movies I like The Double by Richard Ayoade, underrated, and Submarine. I prefer The Double personally. Probably The Double. I'll say The Double, my favourite movie. Personality trait that I respect or value a lot? Honesty. Not no, I didn't steal that. I don't care if you do that. I don't care if you're lying about stupid stuff like that. But honesty about, a person. You don't go to a person and go, I love your hair, when you think that person's hair is, really fucking ugly. You tell them, I hate your hair. Or you don't say anything at all, you know? So, that honesty about, a person. Or you're this person's a bitch, instead of going oh, she's trying to be nice, when you know they're obviously, not. Dream job or career? I struggle thinking about the future a lot because I don't know what I want to do. I have no fucking idea what I want to do. I want to be an actor. but I know that's not going to be a stable enough job for me, and I know that I'm not going to be able to survive, especially in this industry with AI and all this shit that can take over your job. I know I'm not going to be able to survive as an actor, so I really got to think about what else I want to do. Like, alongside that, I can still be an actor. I just need something that will actually make me some money, because otherwise I'm gonna, like, go die. I don't care if I don't have a lot of money. My dream life is probably living in a van, okay? Live in a van with all my stuff. But, like, one of those vans that's, like, decked out, you know, one of those vans that's got, like, a toilet and a shower and stuff. But live in a van. I want to live in a van. I don't care if I have a lot of money. You know, I'm not big on money. But probably actor or teacher. I respect teachers a lot. My family. My mother is a teacher. Yeah. And she tells me all this shit. She's like, these kids, oh my god, like, this is a crazy job and I don't get respected and I don't get paid a lot. But honestly, I know all that stuff and I don't really care. Favourite Elliott Smith song? As you can see up there, I have Elliott Smith posters. I have two. There's actually a smaller one up here. Give me a second to show that. Not that, this. Elliott Smith poster. My friend made this for me. I love this friend so much, by the way. He literally spent hours and hours writing down every single Elliott Smith song name on there and drawing Elliott Smith and all this stuff for me. And I almost died of happiness when I saw it. I genuinely, like, passed away, okay? So that is right above my bed with the Buffalo Bill well picture. Don't question that, okay? It's been up there for years. Favourite song though, that's really, really hard. I like a lot of stuff off the New Moon album. It used to be like, oh, that album's just there. But now I kind of like, every song on there is beautiful. I really like Talking to Mary. Pretty Mary Kay is obviously a pretty good choice. Oh, God, what is it called? Half Right. I love Half Right. I like like less known songs that weren't released on the From Basement on the Hill album. Like, you got Suicide Machine. I like that song. Okay. I like Abused. That's a good song. But it makes me sad. I listen to it and then I cry. I like some song that also makes me cry. I like Junk Bond Trader. I have accounts on things where my username is Junk Bond Trader. I like I like LA. I like Baby Britain. I like every single one of his songs. Oh, I like a lot of stuff on the Roman Candle album. I really like Condo Avenue and No Name 2. I like all of his songs, to be honest, but my favourite overall at the moment, probably Some Song. And then, this is my last question. Why do you like Elliott Smith so much and what got you into it? A lot of people just know me as a person that's talking about Elliott Smith. Because I'm like, oh, I drew this Elliott Smith and that's all I post because I want to post my art. And then the only thing I've drawn that looks decently good is an Elliott Smith. And then they're like, oh, well, the only thing that I know about this person is Elliott Smith, so I'm going to ask them about Elliott Smith. Anyway, what got you into Elliott Smith so much and what got you into it? Why do I like Elliott Smith so much and what got me into it? Well, what got me into Elliott Smith was probably my mother. She liked Elliott Smith as, like a teenager. Or probably older. Like, I don't even know how old she was when she liked it. When it came out, 2006, probably old. Sorry, man. Anyway, she used to talk about Elliott Smith as a kid, but I don't think she's a good fan of Elliott Smith. Like, she's not a good person. When it comes to Elliott Smith fan-base stuff, she's not even in the fan base. I'm not even in the fan base. I don't even know if there's a fan base. But, she's not into, like, that kind of stuff. She won't have an account where she's posting about Elliott Smith all the time, but she wasn't a good fan. She's not a good person. She's not a good fan either. Like, she would only address him to me as, this is a music artist that I like. He stabbed himself to death. And that's the only personality trait she, like, talked about or anything. She was just like, yeah, he's famous for stabbing himself to death. I'm like, yeah. But she did get me into him, and then I started listening. At first I didn't even bother to listen. I was just like, oh, whatever. It's just another music artist she likes. And then I decided to listen to some of it, and I kept listening to it, and I enjoyed it very much. And why do I like Elliott Smith so much? Well, the music is really comforting. I like the comfort that the music brings, and I also like that I can hear the progression of how complicated the music gets. Like Roman Candle is much less complicated, and it just kind of goes up until From a Basement on the Hill is like the most complicated album. I really like that every song is solid. Like there's not one bad song. Like even Ostrich and Chirping isn't bad. And I also like recently, well not really that recently, but like before I was just like, oh, I really like this music, but then I've been reading more into the like stuff and all about him and things like that, and I kind of like relate, I guess. Like I'm like, oh my god, bro, and they're like, he was spiraling, he was going nuts. I'm like, like especially like they're always talking about he thought that the white cars were following him. I'm like, is it that bad to think that white cars are following you? Like, I thought white cars were following me before. I've had three white cars pull up next to me on the side of the road while I was walking around the sketchy areas of the city at 2 a.m. and they just parked there, and I was like, oh my god, they're following me. Is that the car that followed me before? I'm like, bro. And I'm like, bro, why do you think that's crazy? Like, there's a lot more crazy stuff you could be doing. And that's always what they're talking about. They're like, this is why he was a crazy man. He thought that riot cars were following him and DreamWorks was evil. I'm like, okay. Like, I get why you think that's nuts, but it's not that nuts when you think about it more. Especially since forever you've been told, like, the white vans are gonna kidnap you, don't get in the white vans. And also, like, especially if you're a celebrity, right? You're a celebrity. There's paparazzi and stuff like that. You're gonna be scared that a car is following you because the goddamn paparazzi is probably following you. I don't get them going like, oh, that's crazy, man, crazy. But yeah, it's kind of relatable. So that's all the questions I've got. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I yapped so much. It's become a 12-minute video about me answering not even 12 questions. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Oh, it was more than 12 questions, but 1 minute per question? Bit crazy. It's 13 minutes now anyway. But anyway, see you guys. I'll probably post a video showing my setup next, okay? See ya, bye.